So now we have all the subparts in place in order to solve this equation. So first off, what is our parts per million? Well, our parts per million that we're going to calculate is simply our y value, right, minus the b value, and because order of operation matters here, we'll put these in parentheses, divided by the slope. So it's going to be roughly 3.5 part per million. So what's our error associated with this? Well, let's break this down. So our error will be, so our standard deviation of the y values, which is this s of y, divided by our absolute value of m, which is this number here. Okay. Okay, return just to lock that in place. So that is going to be multiplied by the square root of the rest of this. Okay, so I'm going to add in some spaces here just so it's a little more clear. So our first term is 1 over k, and 1 over k is the number of times this absolute value was measured, okay, this unknown. And since we really only measured it once here, the k for this value is 1. So we're going to put that there, put them in parentheses, and then we're going to add that to our next function part of the equation, which is going to be 1 over the number of points inside of this calibration curve. So in this case, it's going to be 5. And now that is going to be added to this equation. So I'll just put this equation, has to be all together, so I'll put some parentheses like this. Now let's do the top part of the equation. The top part of the equation is simply the y value minus y average and that quantity squared. We'll put those in parentheses. There. And that's going to be divided by, right? That's going to be divided by, open a parenthesis, this m squared, okay, times our depth squared here. Okay, so that's our equation on the bottom. That's our equation on the top. We need to close this off with a, oh no, we already closed it off with a parenthesis. So let's get rid of the extra space. Hopefully we don't have any errors, but there might be one with parentheses. There usually is. I don't think I closed the last parenthesis on the square root, so we'll have to take a look. My guess is no. No, it's correct. Okay, that should be the function. There it is. So here's our error, 0.5. So our reported answer would be 3.5 plus or minus 0.5.